4 months, every Access student's nightmare has been these 3 words: academic advising hold, which is a registration hold that prevents Access students from registering for courses. As you all may know, CISA has the power and uses the power to prevent us from selecting the courses we want by placing these holds on our account so they can manage the courses we need to take, leaving us, the students, unable to decide our own academic path. Being stuck with night classes, having huge gaps between courses that can last up to 9 hours, and having early morning courses are all results from this hold that the CISA program has cursed us with. According to my personal interview with Abdul Mohsen, a current Access student, conducted on December 5, 2013, he stated, "The CISA hold has been a major drawback for me this semester because I had to go through the inconvenience of watching my major course run out of seats while I sat there with my hands tied. Therefore, the CISA program needs to start making changes because I believe we should no longer fall victim to having our academic courses chosen for us. To make a change and put an end to the CISA hold, we must first examine the causes behind why the CISA hold still exists and why it must be changed. Second, the solutions that the CISA office can undertake in order to allow us Access students to feel free when registration day comes. The November 11, 2013 USA Today newspaper reports that more than 800,000 international students, nearly half of them from China, India, and South Korea, were enrolled in a US college or university the last year, a 7.2% increase from the previous year. This proves to show that the Access program needs to start making changes, considering this increase in the number of international students being enrolled in universities. For most of us, the CISA hold has made our freshman year much harder than it already should be. So now I will discuss the causes behind why the CISA hold exists and what caused me to believe that this hold must be changed. The first cause for why the CISA hold still exists is that CISA is a young program which was founded only 4 years ago. And usually with these kind of young programs, there are many flaws and problems, which leaves much room for change and improvement. The second cause for why the CISA hold still exists is that nowadays, not enough students talk about this problem. Instead, most students decide to endure the pain for a year and leave future Access students with the same problem. And the cycle then repeats itself. To get to the bottom of this issue, I conducted a CISA hold survey to get feedback from you, the current Access students, in regards to what you think about the CISA hold. And the survey results showed that 75% of students answered, "I completely think that it must be changed." Now the reason for why I believe this hold must be changed is that although this CISA hold has been forcing us to be put in courses that will improve our English language skills, it is also hurting us by forcing some students to go to night courses, which according to the Access student survey conducted on December 4, 2013, is the worst time of day for most Access students to attend the class. Moreover, the survey results show that for some girls, going back home at 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. could be extremely dangerous considering the fact that they live off campus and do not drive. Another reason for why I believe this hold should be changed is that I personally have suffered this semester due to having a 9-hour gap between my courses that leaves me stuck on campus for the entire day, making my day extremely unproductive and wasteful. Thankfully, there are solutions that the CISA office can undertake in order to solve this problem once and for all. And now we will discuss some of those solutions on an institutional level. The first solution that the CISA office can undertake is that they can arrange administrative discussions with current and former Access students in order to reach a solution that works out better for both sides. According to Henry Ford, the coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. I believe with these discussions, we will be able to initiate a new and improved access program that, because with students discussing their suggestions and faculty members listening to those suggestions, I'm certain that change will arise. Another solution is that instead of just selecting timings and courses for us, they can provide us access students with a list of alternative courses and timings we can choose from. This way, we won't be limited to just one course. Instead, we'll have a wider variety of courses and timings that we can choose from. Implementing this would be great, because not only will we have more freedom, but at the same time, we will be able to form acceptable course schedules that won't have these huge gaps and awful timings. So, today we discussed the problems, causes, and solutions of the CISA whole. The CISA program needs to start making changes regarding our program, and I believe we should no longer fall victim to having our academic courses chosen off. Being an access student myself and researching this topic has taught me that for every problem there is a solution, whether it's by administrative discussions or by providing access students with a list of alternative courses. According to Carl Rogers, the only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. So today, after hearing my discussion about the topic, I leave it up to you, access students, to decide. Thank you.